and that focus knob. That's all, and the focus button. That's all I'm playing with the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I sporadically use. I mean, brightness and contrast. You could change the contrast, make it, this is a taste control, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some people might like that better. Some people might like a little bit different. When you slow scan it, it's going to look a little bit brighter. You might like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how to run your taste controls. They're
Mm-hmm.
they're your taste controls.
Yeah. So
you might say, "Wow, I really like that a lot."
And this one.
These three and that, I'm living there. Like I live there.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell how much I'm using it. I'm just going to save that because that looks pretty nice. I like the image. And so that's secondary backscatter, and we also can merge the signals together. So if I hit merge, I can go from full secondary all the way sliding to full backscatter.
Yeah. I just need to play with it to see what's. This is a good feature too.
Sure. Merge is fantastic. A lot of SCMs don't have that. Yep. It tells you up here SC to BEI. And back to SE. So acceleration voltage, right now I'm at 20 kV. If you wanted to change, let's say to go to 15 kV, now I'm at 15. You may have to refocus because it just came out of focus a little bit. No big deal. Just come up here and just use your slider.
Okay.
Now we're refocused at 15 kV. 10 kV, same thing. Whatever you want to run at. I'm gonna leave it at 20. I've been playing at 20, and it's just for X-ray work. The higher the voltage, the better.
Okay, can you stop right here?
Sure.
For the KB, all right, then in K, the sample with the coating and the sample without the coating, then which one you think the best?
I would try 10,
Okay.
but I would still stay at 20 initially and see what it does, and then you start lowering it. It's like a cause and effect. If you're at 20, it's not causing you any problems, stay at 20. If it's causing you a lot of grief, we're getting a lot of charging, a lot of arcing, a lot of craziness, drop it down to 15. If it's still continuing, drop it down to 10. If it's still going, drop it down to 5. Below 5 kV with a tungsten tool, your signal to noise ratio is going to be crap, so I don't recommend going below 5. Just the way it is. Yeah, it's just the way it is.
So most of the time you're using 20 kV.
Most of the time using 20 kV. Yeah, that's kind of like I'm living there. Yeah. 20, 15, 20, both of those, I'm always kind of there. Below that, I'm losing a little bit of signal, and it doesn't buy me that much. But so that's my KV probe current. We've talked about this a bunch. So I'm at spot size 4 right now. Our smallest one is 1. That's going to be your best focusing one, right? And then our biggest one, obviously, is getting up to around 20. But that's going to give us a ton of beam, like a lower beam, right? But we lose our focal plane. But it's going to give us a ton of beam, and everything's going to look great. Just the way it is.
For the the probe current is 1. You get a very
Best
sharp,
focus, yeah. That'll be your best focusing. But it gives you a lot of noise, a lot of grain, just because it's taking a lot of beam away.
and then the highest one
20,
20.
more X-ray counts.
So is it more blurry too? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You lose your focal plane. Yeah, that's what we were talking about with these pictures,
Yeah.
right? This picture.
You lose your focal plane, meaning that you lose the.
I look at it as if the beam is very fine, it's going into all the little nooks and crannies. If the beam is very big, it can't fit into the nooks and crannies.
Oh,
So that's kind of like how I kind of explain it, because the beam is very big. This is a big beam, right? So I can't see any detail in there, right? But when I made the beam smaller, all of a sudden I can see all these details. It goes inside everything, right?
I see.
So this was spot size 4, and this was spot size 15. I'm not sure if you remember that test we did.
So why would spot size 1 would be
Even
blurry,
better than 4, yes.
better, more sharp?
Yeah,
But
sharper.
But did you say it's blurry, or what did you say?